Hey, what's happening, everyone? It's Antonio Luis here. Well, I'm really excited for this because I've been waiting ages to be able to record some of the stuff that I do. I know some of you guys have told me that you're really interested in seeing what I do with accordions and how I get some of these accordions done and what I do when I work on them and just kind of give you a little bit of the behind the scenes. So I really wanted to make this video to hopefully give a little bit of that background to what goes into working on accordions. And so I'm really hoping that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see a little bit more like this, just please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make some more of these, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I'm excited to show you what's up. Alright, so today I'm going to be actually working on this Panther. This is a Hohner Panther. I believe it's in the key of GCF. It is a good friend of mine who is a local musician here in Albuquerque reached out to me and asked me if I could do a tuning on his accordion. And one of the tunings that he wanted to do is a specific type of tuning. It's actually a tuning that people call dry tuning, where you don't really hear so much vibrato in the instrument. And I'm going to show you guys what that sounds like here in a second. But pretty much like a dry tuning is a tuning that doesn't really have much tremolo. It's just one note that sounds. When you have an accordion like a Hohner Panther, a Hohner Panther is kind of the model right before a Corona 2, which just stands for two voices. So they are instruments that are commonly used in norteño music. You hear them in New Mexican music, but they're very common in norteño music and Tex-Mex music. So what we're going to do is, with these two voices, you have one set of reeds that vibrate at 440 hertz, and then you have another set of reeds that are tuned a little bit above 440 that creates this tremolo. It creates a node in the sound. And so whenever you hear an accordion play, you'll hear, and especially with these two voices, you'll hear the accordions sound something like this. So the sound on that for a song, we'll take La Pava con Gona from Andrés Landero, right? So you can hear that it's a little bit darker, but there's still that tremolo. So let me show you the difference in the tuning. So I have a Corona 3 that is actually tuned in a dry tuning as well. It sounds a little bit darker, and it's also a little bit more romantic. So playing La Pava con Gona again. As you can tell, there's no tremolo. Let's get into some tuning. All right, guys, got the GoPro strapped to my head. Let's see if you guys can see it. Watch. Oh, wait, you won't be able to see it because you guys are watching. I can't. Oh, let's see if I can see. Look, there it is. There's the GoPro strapped to the head. You can see it in the grill. All right, let's get some POV going. Let's show what we do, how we do it, all right? So we got our box, okay? This is the Panther that we want to convert to a different tuning. And we have some tools that we're going to need in the process to get the tuning done. So the thing that I'm going to do now is grab my trusty pliers, okay? So let's check it out. So you got to be really careful, make sure you don't chip the paint. I like to just be really gentle with it.
All right. Okay, so now that that's good, let's open up the box. Okay, so we got to take these reed blocks out. Okay, so let's grab, just loosen those up a bit. I like to keep these on the reed block. There's no reason to pull them out. Just move them. Step one, done. Opened up the cabinet, did a quick visual inspection. Looks like it's brand spanking new. Now I want to tell you guys one thing, all right? So if you're thinking about buying a Corona 2 or a Panther and you don't know which one to get, be very careful now, because Hohner is putting in the same types of reed blocks, the same quality of reeds in the Corona 2s now. When you open up Corona 2, it looks just like this. The reeds are the same, they're the exact same. Unless you're getting like a, you know, Emiliano Zuleta version, which is a Corona 3, or you're getting like a Tigres version, it might have like tipo a mano reeds, which are almost handmade, or a better quality reed in it. That's a different story. We'll talk a little bit about that as soon as we get into the tuning a little bit more. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a rundown of this right now. All right, so let's extract them and let's do a visual inspection. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. It's always important to look at how the reeds go. It's 1, 2, 3, right? So I'm gonna grab a trusty tool to help us mark that. Okay. This is the most fancy tool that we're gonna use today, all right? So the tool is a pencil. So I like to just mark over here 1 and 3. If we know where 1 and 3 go, we know where 2 goes. But as Tony Tomei, the engineer, says, you can never go wrong with redundancy. And that's what the aviation industry teaches us, right? All right, so let's pull these out. We'll get rid of the cabinet. When you're pulling these out, just be very careful. You're not ripping them out. Slide them out carefully. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at 3 reed blocks, all right? So like I mentioned, we have one side that is tuned at a fundamental tuning and one side that is tuned above. Well, we don't know what that is right now, because we have to put it on the tuning table, and that's what we're gonna do. I learned about a new tuning app from a accordion repair technician out of Germany who actually helped me repair my accordion over the phone when I bought it. Very nice guy, Tom. Tom's Music Shop. He also has a coffee line. Tom's a great guy, man. And let's see if this tuning app is gonna work. I don't know, it's not, oh, there it is. All right. So we're gonna find the reeds that, this is just again, the way I do it. We're gonna find the reeds that are at fundamental tuning, okay? Let's check it out. Okay, that's a little bit lower than 440. So as you can tell, there's something going on with one of these reeds. It's out of tune, just fundamentally. Sometimes that can be error on the tuning table with these lower reeds, because they require a lot of air. So let's try to find the fundamental tuning without having to pull the bass blocks out. All right, so what you're seeing here is you're seeing one part of the reed is at +5, the other is at +14. So that's 2 reeds in the +5 area. Okay, you have another one at a +3, plus around the +5 area. Okay, you have that one at +2 area. Let's check the other side. Oh, we got one stuck. So we're just gonna write right here, stuck. STI, stuck inside reed. You know what? Let's just deal with that now. I'll show you guys how to do that. So when you guys have a reed that's not firing, what I like to do is just come in here with my dental sticks. And there's reed, guys, again, techs that are watching this, I know there's reed lifters, there's stuff you can use, great, phenomenal. I'm cheap, so I don't like to use or buy that stuff that's not, ooh, Ooh, I think something might have come out. Sometimes I don't really like to buy the expensive stuff if a reed plinker, like if a dental stick works, it's totally fine. So sometimes gunk gets stuck in the reeds here, and they'll make them not sound like that. So you can see after we did that, it's sounding. So we plink the reeds. Let's see. Okay, so this side right here is not the fundamental side. This is the side that creates the tremolo. I'm assuming the fundamental tuning is somewhere around +4, but let's confirm it. So let's pull one of these. Just go for one of the center reeds here. There's one that was +4, one at minus, one at +8. The other one at +8. Let's make sure that this is not the... All right. So here, this side is also at a tune. So we're gonna have to tune. So before, like one of the things that is always makes me so happy is whenever I go across a reed block and all the fundamental reeds are tuned at the same, and you're just like, thank you, Lord, because you know, now it's like all we have to do is just tune one side, right? Maybe do a spot tuning, but no, this one we're gonna have to tune both sides of the block. Which is like, meh, it's a lot more work, but hey, it is what it is. So they're dabbling around +4. Yeah, they're around +4, +6 range. Here's the cool thing about tuning accordions in the human ear, okay? So whenever you have your human ear, it cannot register the difference between 2 hertz. So whether I tune this at +3 or +6, it doesn't matter, as long as it's around +4. Now, it could matter if I'm tuning them too much of a variety. So I want to keep it more like at plus or -1. So if I decide that I want to tune these at +4, which is only 4 cents above 440, which will give us a nice tune, a nice tone, great. I'll tune them all at +4, and one might be at +3, one might be at +5, and the other reeds, like this one might be at +3, this one might be at +5, but it's not going to matter. It's right in the range, and it's not too far out of 440 that throws the whole tuning of the accordion off. So let's get to tuning. We're just going to settle at at +4, all right, which is 441. All right, so what I like to do is I like to start with the middle reeds, just because it's a little easier to tune the middle reeds than it is like the lower ones to get, you know, on this type of tuning table. Like I said, the other ones that I have at the shop, you use your foot. It's just so much easier. But I can't go to Los Alamos every day. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so that inner reed is close enough. Okay, let's go here. Okay, both of the, ooh. Both of those reeds need to raise. So I'm gonna put this feeler gauge right here, and I'm gonna use my friend Dremel, okay? This is a common use. We use Dremels in tuning. It makes things a lot easier. The traditional way is a scratcher and a file. I also know how to tune with scratcher and file. So if you have an accordion that you want tuned with a scratcher and a file, great, I can do that too. Just specify it when you give it to me, all right? So, all right, let's raise it. Let's see if that did it for that. All right, sneak behind this ventile. Not too hard, don't want to bend it. All right, let's see if we're around +4. Let's try it. All right, So you can see it kind of takes some time. Some of the debris might still be coming off the reed tongue. So you just want to try it a couple of times, make sure it's good. Take a little bit more off there, not too much. Going on that inner reed. And that is our tuning process. Inner reed's good, outer reed needs to come up a little bit still. And get this one up to +4. That's probably a little too much, but. All right, looks decent. I'm gonna kill the GoPro and we'll see you on the other side.
All right, so you guys heard what the accordion sounded like before. You saw a little bit of a piece of what it takes to tune as I walked it through with the GoPro footage. Now let's hear the end result. It's about 3 hours later, midnight. I'm a little tired. Let's see how the tuning came out. So playing the same song. How's that con gona? That's our jazz tuning, our dry tuning on Enrique's Hohner Panther. All right, guys. Well, we'll see what messes I get into next. And thank you all for supporting this video, and I appreciate it, guys. We'll talk next time.